where do you want to go in say 2-3 years from now? How do you want to take this data and analytics and this AI cognitive, technology focused group that you're building? And what do you want to accomplish next?
Oh my gosh, there's so much. 2 or 3 years.
I can see that. I can see it in your eyes. Yeah.
Yes. So I would really like to take that predictive analytics for those high resource cases. I'd like to take it in, 10 steps further. I'd like it to be in every one of the court spaces. And I'd like there to be very easy tools for people to use and understand to know which one of those cases is going to be a high resource case. We have to, that's one of those areas where AI comes in, and we have to be very careful with it. We're regularly reminded of that, what was it? The Tom Cruise movie, Minority Report.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, but they predicted who would go to jail, and then they just threw him in jail. And that's not at all what we want to do. We want to be very, very careful that we are never, ever, ever moving down that path. And, there have been organizations that have come to us and said, we can help you with your release decisions from, when people come in and they have an initial appearance, they are seen in front of a judge, they get to see what they are being charged with. And then there is, they either get a bond or they're released on their own recognizance. So I would like to be part of what says this is the range of typical responses, but we would never make a decision without a human judge that really makes the decision. It would be part of that decision-making model. And I see that in other areas as well. Criminal sentencing is one, but really any of the judgments with civil judgments, with probate and mental health cases, all of those kinds of things. It would be nice to have a resource. And there's actually been a few articles written about this where you would probably see reduction in those disparities that we keep talking about if you just had a standard for what is expected. Now, there are statutory minimums and maximums and guidelines, but there's a lot of discretion between those minimums and maximums. And so just knowing what has been done so far, what the typical pattern is, being able to identify that, not predicting, not saying what you should do, but just saying, this is average, and this is the confidence interval for that, right?